So this is beginning of Chernobyl exclusion zone, remains of border of 30-kilometer zone, so just one sign who attention about beginning of zone, so nobody care, nobody, no guards, nothing, just this sign only. And a little bit remains of wires we can find in forest, and no more.
It was the beginning of our journey, the Bush River. We took off our clothes and began crossing to the other side. It was the only place where we could get to the exclusion zone with minimal risk.
Please try to control the bridges every time, and even at night they hide in the bushes and wait for stalkers and try to catch them. So it's a very, very big problem, and you never know. You can meet police and your trip finish at once. So we call it bridges of fate. You have 50-50 chance to meet police or not meet police. So that's why we try to walk along across river every time. It's safety than bridges. Okay. Good. We did it. That's all. One my friend who work in legal tourist groups, who support the company legal tours, introduced me to couple policemen, and they said me if they catch me I should be say them password, special code name, and I give favor from them extra bonus 50% of money.
Headed off searching for the place to stay for this night. Trees and bushes were all around us, and we could barely see the road. Finally, our shelter, an old abandoned house.
Бабки поставляем.
We discovered that all the walls were covered with graffiti made by other stalkers.
It's occupation of my house. Lot of fucking dirty bastards conquered my house without my agreement. I hate them, everybody, and I wish them die very soon. But it's my house, my native house.
Yeah, as you can see, my god was pretty much pissed off with all the graffiti left by other stalkers.
Fucking rednecks. Violet, who is that? I don't know. What other people? It's too much people. It's danger. Храните хату. Thank you for advice, stupid idiots.
We were checking the level of radiation from time to time. As Kirill told me, there are only a few places in the zone where the level is quite high, but as for the rest of it, it is pretty much safe.
inscription on these doors left my friends who drunk me first time of all my of history, first time in all history of my trips to Chernobyl. I mean illegal trips. It was in last September. I met them in Pripyat, and they bring a lot of alcohols and invite me drink with them, and I was drunk first time. Yes. To my mind, it was historical accident in my life. Cause I was in Pripyat maybe 100 times, maybe more, and it was first time when I was drunk.
First thing in the morning, we hit the road. We were heading to the Chernobyl vehicle graveyard. This is the place where all the contaminated vehicles were brought to and abandoned.
It was car for disabled people. Special car. In this amazing house lived lot of cars, but now it's totally empty. This is remains of border 10 kilometers to the zone. In other words, it's called a dirty zone. There is very contaminated area. There's a lot of radiation in soil. Basically, nuclear power plants doesn't work, but we still provide electricity through here. From one point to another one point. But if after disaster scientists and workers change the direction of electricity, there should be built another one wires, another one electrical towers. Too expensive. So they decided saved all electrician provide system.
Finally, we're near the graveyard. This place looks really deserted and abandoned.
All vehicles outside of fence doesn't contaminate. Almost clean.
As for the vehicles outside the fence, they are pretty much safe, but as for the ones in the middle of the graveyard, they are irradiated badly. We made our way inside, hid our backpacks and started moving right into the heart of the shrine of radioactive machines. Old rusty buses. Once they drove people around the city, and now they are empty and abandoned, like the city itself. Military vehicles. These were used to evacuate people and to secure the zone when the Chernobyl tragedy happened. My guide told me that in the middle of that graveyard we will find Joker, a robot that was used to clear out the roof of reactor from graphite. You never know when the security can show up, so you'd better prepare your way out. Finally, a joker.
Robot machine Joker, it was gift of Germany scientists for Soviet scientists, but unfortunately he doesn't work on the roof of fourth nuclear unit, but there was really contaminated area and all electronical mind of this robot collapsed at once after several seconds of working. Special radioactive graveyard. At once after disaster, all really very contaminated vehicles bring here and created a special graveyard. It's like a cemetery of very contaminated cars and helicopters and hard vehicles like tanks, firefighter trucks and other. And we can't stay here a lot of time, but it should be danger for our health. But these cars, contaminated of these cars, equal around 30,000 microregions. It's in 10,000 times more than normal. So it's danger for us. And we should escape.
While walking down the road, I've heard a loud noise, so we decided to check it out.
Special Geiger counter, very big, who permanently smoke air inside, breathe air inside, bring air inside, and check radiation level every time without rest. And he sent signal to special database in Chernobyl city. And in all territory of Chernobyl zone, located around 20 houses like that.
Our journey brought us to the Red Forest, one of the most radioactive areas in the zone. The Red Forest is surrounding the Chernobyl nuclear power plant within the exclusion zone.
It remains of Red Forest, or in other words, Rusty Forest. After disaster, 2 second days after disaster, big radioactive cloud moved to western part of Ukraine, and this cloud contaminated big forest, big wooden area, and with a lot of pine trees, and these trees died at once. And this place called Red Forest. But now it's not true Red Forest, but 1 year after disaster, all radioactive trees burned underground, but there still very big radioactive level of contamination. And even on the road we can check, we can count around 400, 500 microregions per hour. So it means radiation level more than 10-15 times than normal.